Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video. This is my first attempt at doing a commentary with one of these things, just thought, you know, spice it up, see how it goes. It's a post commentary, not live if you can't tell. But anyway, enough bullshit, some context to the video. So this was a Project Cars 2 competitive online lobby, so this was ranked in touring cars at Donington Park International, so the full variant. And it was quite an interesting pack of cars that we had. It was a full 16 car grid. The gap between first place and the mid pack was only about 1.5 seconds, which for Project Cars that's nothing. So it was quite a close grid. And I'd qualified P4 for the race, and then that is where the video will start. So off the line now, massive wheel spin, and I forget to shift up. I try to move it to the inside here, but as you can see in the mirror, car's took my inside line. It forces me outside to the right, to the left, there's some contact there. I try to hang it around the outside, big contact, I have nowhere to go, straight into the gravel trap. And that is going to lose me a lot of time. There's a typical carnage on Project Cars Online. There's cars doing barrel rolls and all sorts of shit coming out of the first corner. Now, I rejoin here in P12. I dropped to P14 temporarily, back to P12 now. Following down through the S's, getting to this fast sweeping right-hander. Clip the inside, that car in front runs wide, which is going to give me a perfect run on him up the hill. So he's going to be losing time the whole way up here. But it doesn't seem to have detrimented him that much. Then we come in through here. First right-hander, that car there just running wide and pumps the dude in front of me. And I'm going to go outside, inside, he's in the middle of the track. The side, inside, absolutely send it up there. That's the first of the big moves this race. And we'll follow around this sweeping right-hander. A big cluster of cars still in front. Still lap 1 carnage occurring all over the track. Now we come down to the chicane here. Nice and steady on the braking. Bit wide through the first bit, but we covered it nicely. Now we run down to the 2 hairpins in a row. Now the thing I've noticed with online is nobody can do these hairpins correctly. So I send it quite wide there, looking to book it around the outside, don't quite work. Go for the switchback, but we've already got it. So I'm going to pursue them right up the hill now, gaining massively on them, and I send it straight up the inside, double overtake going into the last corner, absolutely insane. And then we get a really good run as well out of the last hairpin down the back straight. So now entering lap 2 now. Come to the first corner. Important to use the pit exit there to get the best run in and the best angle to T1. Now we fire down the hill, nothing really happening for now, it's just a case of can we catch P7. On the approach up the hill now, after going through the S's, we've already made massive gains on the car in front. So we're coming to these 2 fairly quick right-handers, the 2 of my strongest corners on the track are these 2, like completely outpacing everybody else through this middle sector. And we come up to this right-hander here, absolutely perfect, stamping on the throttle on the way out. We've got a car wide, which is going to put me straight up to P7, swerving to the right in case I got punted there. But now, on the run down to this chicane, the cars in front are squabbling. Now, I'm not looking for a move here, but this car in front hits the brakes so early, and I absolutely fly up his inside. Completely didn't plan that move out at all, just happened last second. He just hit the brakes so early, and he's just begging for me to do that move. So then we come through here, this car goes wide, nearly takes my front end off as he comes around this first hairpin. And I'm now going to follow these up to the second hairpin and hope I can get a better run out of this one to catch them. They're still going at it, and these 2, there's some serious racing about to happen from these as I cock up the last corner. Here we go, they're side by side coming down the start-finish straight. It looks like the BM's just about got them into T1, but they're still fighting away. And this was insane to watch. I didn't want to get involved with this too much, so I'm just going to sit back as we go down the hill into the fast right-hander at the bottom and just let them fight it out and hope that I can capitalise on any mistakes that they might make. So we're following down here, all very sensible, staying single line, a lock up from the car in front, and he gets a very good run in the Renault Megane, which is completely OP in this touring cars lobby, hence why I'm using it. So they come up here, side by side action, the BM gets in front again, the Megane gives him room. I just stay following again. I'm losing a little bit of time staying behind these two, but rather that than a massive shunt. So now we come down here now, and now this is where it really starts to get interesting. So we get the slipstream down here. We're not going to get in too badly because the car in front of me also has a slipstream on the BM. But now we enter the braking zone, and the GAN sends it up the inside, side by side, bit of contact, big shunt from the BM, and into the shadow realm, the BM goes. That was just typical project cars for you right there, typical project cars physics. Now the guy in the BMW actually messaged me after this race thinking I punted him off the track, but as you can see from the replay, I was nowhere near him. I moved straight to the inside, and if you look from the trackside camera, as he swerved, his car just dug into the floor and he was flipping through the air, and it's just typical project cars physics. But anyway, moving on to lap number 4 now, the last lap of the race. I'm currently in P4, so now it's just a case of hot lapping to the finish to see how much time I can make up. So I'll shut up and just let you enjoy the car flying around Donington Park. As we come round the last hairpin once again to start the final lap, the cars in front are 15 seconds ahead. They seem to have managed to avoid all the carnage of the first corner that caught me out, so they're just absolutely unreachable. But P2 and P3 are very, very close together. There's 2 or 3 tenths separating them, so all I can do is keep on it and hope that one of them makes a mighty mistake on this last lap and I can capitalise. So I'm just going to have to keep pacing it down through the S's. I slightly get too late on the brakes in the turn in here and pushes me wide, so I lose a bit of time there, but manage to recover it on the limits of the curve. And we come back up the hill. P2 and P3 still battling it away, as I can see from the telemetries that I've got open. But still nothing big happened yet, so we're just going to carry on watching and see if I can manage to catch them. Now on this last lap, I managed to gain a total of 5 seconds on the cars in front, which is absolutely insane as they're battling it away. But what you can't see from this is that the car in P3 actually has a 35-second penalty. Now, I don't know what the hell happened. He's obviously cut a chicane or something and done some real dodgy stuff. But the car in front of me has a 35-second penalty, and I'm only 10 seconds behind, so that is going to give me P3. And this is absolutely amazing. I mean, how on earth I've gone from P4 to P14 in the first corner and recovered it to P3 thanks to the penalty to the car in front of me. I do not know how that's happened, but it was an exciting race to be in. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first attempt at commentary, and I might do some again in the future.